got 10K streams on Spotify, but you paid 150 bucks for it. I don't
Well, I
understand.
mean, I think pain is okay because they're real people at the end of the day who are
Yeah,
listening to it. But there's like a some percentage rule that I read before where it's like 40% might love it, 40% or 40% might hate it, 40% might be indifferent about it, and 20% might love it. So like your pullback isn't as like the strongest ever in
right.
what you spend on it, but it's still 20% of real people who might turn into real fans. So I think spending money makes sense for like promoting and stuff like that. But I get your point though. Is like if you don't want to put too much into it without getting that niche first,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
I want to see what I can. Yeah, exactly. I want to see who I can entice into it. Like I like I went to the Orpheum the other night. That was like my first fucking show ever. Never
Oh really?
fucking performed like for money in front of anybody, like ever. And like it was one of those scam slots. It's like every local desperate rapper come to this, pay me $150. You can perform on my stage for 15 minutes. You know. So I went there with like 200 bucks, thinking, dude, I'm about to lose some money tonight. You know what I mean? Paid 150 bucks to get in. I've spent like 25 on pizza and drinks and shit, and another 25 on some bullshit. And like, so I ended up spending that $200, right? And I left that night after everybody came out and showed love and shit. I left with like 245 fucking dollars that night. So like,
So you broke even and made a little bit on top
yeah,
of it.
bro, it fucking blew my mind, man. Like 40 fucking people came out, dude. It was tight.
That's dope.
Yeah, so like I want to, and I've told him about like the other shit that I got coming up soon, man. And everybody's like hitting me up, and like, yo, I want to come out, want to come out, want to come out. So it's like I'm getting some real people fucking with me now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck, we're doing it now, okay? So I'm pretty excited about the whole thing, bro. I told me my chick sat down and she's like behind it 100%. She does all the like design for all like the social pages and fucking takes pictures, makes me put up the lyric videos, fucking edits all the lyric videos and shit. So she's like 100% behind me with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like
You need
necessary,
that.
bro.
Like, yeah, of course.
Cause the way I see it, bro, like I've already hit the lottery. Like Stephen Post for me, dude. I've already hit the fucking lottery, dude. I made it already. Like with the family I got and shit, I fucking made it. So like, if hip hop does something, that's just on top. That's icing. Cause I already got the cake, bro. My
That's a good way to
job's
look
good,
at it.
kids good. I'm
How many
fucking
kids do you
straight
have?
up. I got two.
Two?
Yeah, I got two
Wow.
kids, two girls.
I want kids so bad.
I mean, yeah, yeah. It to me, it's like, yeah, it's the shit. But I don't know. I got a lot of homies that regret it and stuff.
Well,
But
I mean, if you're with a girl that like is
is
down,
yeah,
like
down. Yeah,
you're good.
gotta have a down chick, man. She's definitely mine's 100% for me. It's definitely cool.
Going live with my guy Rotten Steve over here.
What up?
We got Lalo in the room. Mix one essential. Swipe up. I can send you a link if you want to put it out or anything too.
Sure, man. Fucking. Yeah, I don't even. I couldn't find the YouTube.
Ours?
Yeah.
It's a little iffy because our views aren't like crazy high, so we're getting out viewed by other things that have mix and one and essentials in it.
Yeah.
But if you type in mix uh, hyphen one the word and essentials, it should come up. I'll send you a link anyway, and then you can pull it up right away.
Dude, how come nobody told me there was a fourth Batman? Hey, what's up? All right, then. Oh shit. Okay. It's like live right now.
Yeah, and once I just flip to the cameras, we're on. And
yo, and stuff.
Mix One Essentials, second coolest podcast in the world. He said it. We're here with my guy, Rotten Steve. What's up, man?
R-O-T-T.
Man, first question. We've been talking off air for a while, but my first question is, how'd you get the name Rotten Steve?
I gave myself that name, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I've been calling myself that since I was like 13. And it's because of my teeth.
Really?
Yeah, it's them bitches are so nasty, bro, and fucked up.
So you're just rolling with it?
Yeah, I mean, I've been calling. I felt like Rotten Steve was like okay, like your neighbor like who raps is supposed to be like this normal ass dude, and I feel like sometimes people got fucked up teeth, you know. Yeah. I don't know, just Rotten Steve. I felt like it just fit me right. I've just been calling myself it ever since I started rapping. Ever since.
Were you rapping at 13?
Yeah, I was rapping at fucking. I was writing forever. You know, the typical like I was writing poetry and shit. Fucking, and I went to high school, in Hillsborough High, and there was just a different culture there because I was coming from Clearwater, you know what I mean? I would always just say my poetry rhyme things to myself, and then someday some chick asked me what the fuck I was doing, and I just said it to her, and it just became rapping, and I just started I started writing the beats, and was discovering Tech 9 back then. I mean, this is like 2007, 2008 and shit, so I was listening to Tech, and fucking, before it was all metal and shit, so I was already got this like goth kind of punk idea of myself in my head. Okay. You know, and then I started rapping and shit, and I was like, I'm Rotten Steve, man. My fucking teeth were already black at 13. They were already falling out and shit.
What, are you doing, smoking cigarettes or something?
No, I didn't start smoking cigarettes until I was 18 years old. I don't know. My shit's just always been fucked up. I didn't take care of myself as a kid. My parents were shit. I don't know, man. I mean, Jesus. Them bitches have been falling out since I was a kid. So.
Hey, I'm missing teeth too. I understand.
They want to take all but 6.
No.
Yeah, that's that album cover on Impulse. That's my teeth, bro.
Oh shit.
That's really? My teeth. That's all the fucked up jagged things on the cover of Impulse. It's my shit. That's my actual X-ray.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's rough, man.
Yeah.
You gotta you'll like have them all taken out, pull up with dentures, like perfect, or what are they called? Veneers.
Yeah.
Pull up with perfect veneers.
That's what I want, man. One day.
That'd be sick.
But then, dude, somebody hit me the other day, bro. He's like, all right, bro, so check me out, right? You do your rap shit, right? You get some views, right? All right, you get some money now, right? All right, now you want to fix your teeth now, right? How the fuck are you Rotten Steve? And it's like, damn.
I would just
be Veneer Steve.
Veneer Steve. Fucking diamond-studded platinum Veneer Steve, bro.
Oh, my God. Just be like, I got a bad attitude. I'm rotten.
Yeah.
You can still stay.
It's like,
oh, man.
It's like, really, you seem like a nice guy.
Until that one moment where you just snap.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know, man. I've looked at like Tech 9 and all them, and back then it was like kind of like grindcore shit. Cause I went from listening to like death metal, growing up with my pops and shit, talking to me about fucking suicidal tendencies and all that other like hard music, the music I still to this day fucking love, you know. And then I just was like opened up to this culture of rap, cause some chick said I rapped good, you know, when she asked me why I was talking to myself, and it opened my eyes to so much shit. Started listening to MF Doom, fucking Tech, fucking, I mean, so many, dude, so many. There's a lot of good hip hop. So I started with that darker shit, and I was like, yeah, I'm fucking Rotten Steve, rotten, blood so cotton from cartilage broken off and no body covered in carvings. Like I would rap about gross shit, you know. So yeah, that's how Rotten Steve happened.
Jesus Christ. So it really was just that you were at school rapping to yourself, or just somewhere rapping to yourself, and some random. Did you know her?
No, I mean, I knew
of her.
Yeah, but she was just some chicken that would walk around
just like,
and shit.
You should start rapping.
Yeah, hell yeah, I did. Yeah.
So, at what point did you say, "All right, I'm gonna take this piece of information, and I'm gonna go really put it on some beats and stuff like that"?
Yeah, discovering Blockhead. I don't know if you've ever heard of that producer. He's a producer. His name, he goes by Blockhead, dude, and he did a lot of work for like Rhyme Sayers cats back in the day, like Aesop Rock and Idea and all them kids, you know. So like Blockhead, I would just listen to his instrumentals, and because I at this time I wasn't really a big fan of hip hop. So when I started discovering it, I came across Blockhead one day because of the music scene. The music scene has got me down, and I don't know. I put the two and two together. Like my friend, but what I did before then, I would write some songs. My friends would show me a beat, and they would say, "Do that song that you wrote to this beat." You know what I mean? And then we would try to make a project or something like that. These are way back in the days with Eric Walker and Clearwater, and fucking Zach Bickle and John Duff, and we just would do some stupid project shit like that. It was always just a joking thing, but I don't know. I took it way more seriously than everybody else.
Yeah, you could tell right off the bat.
Yeah, I knew off rip that it's something I really, really liked. Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as I started doing it myself, I was really, really, really particular about it.
Did you have any interest in hip hop and rap before? Like you said, you grew up listening to hardcore, heavy metal, stuff like that. Was there any influence of rap at that time?
Not really. My dad would show me besides what was on the radio and stuff. Like my dad would listen to Slipknot all night, or like Pantera all fucking night, or Metallica all fucking night, and then randomly he would come home drunk playing Tupac all fucking night.
Oh,
so
really?
you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I knew I knew of the classics, you know. I really didn't give a shit about it. I wanted somebody to fucking scream in my ear for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Dude, I was really fucking weird. I was really off-put because, like I said, when I was really young when I started seeing my teeth fucking getting black and shit. So I already had no confidence. You know what I'm saying? I got a third nipple. So when you're going through
Really?
real shit.
Oh, shit.
You guys have the first real. I have a third nipple, right?
Okay.
So
all right. You heard it here
Exclusive.
first.
yeah, real shit. But so Rotten Steve, right? But no, when you're young, you're going through these things in your life. You know what I'm saying? You point out every little nasty thing about yourself, and you're like, dude, I suck as a person. You know what I mean?
As a kid, it's just self-confidence issues.
Yeah,
and things
yeah.
Like that.
So-
yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I fucking forgot what I was talking about for a second.
That's
My
okay.
bad, G.
So your dad would come in. You said drunk, just blasting
blast
some Tupac
Tupac,
and stuff
hell
like
yeah.
that,
Yeah.
and you weren't interested that much. What was
Yeah, not
the
really.
influences? You said Tech Nine. Like, what was your big influences
Yeah,
when you first heard
I-
these guys? What was it?
I really like the technicality of the rhyme. Like I got really into after I discovered tech, I started getting into more technical rappers like MF Doom, and I would do homework on Tupac, I would do homework on Biggie and stuff like that, but they weren't really interesting me as much as K Reno was, or really, really technical, methodic rappers like Cypress Hill actually had a really methodic style. The way they flowed and fluctuated, that's what caught my interest. I started getting really into the craft, and every word has to have a purpose in every spot.
Okay.
You know?
When you were making music, you actually write it all down. I saw you doing this. That's why I'm asking.
Well, yeah, I struggle. My writing process is really wavy right now. My writing process, for the longest time, it wasn't writing. It was just saying it over and over and over and over and over and over again until I figured out where I wanted everything to be. Lately, I've been trying to get back more into my poetry roots. When I was really young, I would write poetry and not have anything to do with hip hop. So lately, I've been trying to write without a beat and just trying to get something down, these ideas, and then I take my beats that I have, because I got a really great producer. Apollo Rockin is a really, really, really great producer, dude.
Big shout out.
Big shout out to Apollo Rockin' for sure. His fucking beats are killer, and he will hook you up. And so I'll go through my selection. I'll have this. I'll work on this fucking essentially a beatless, rhythmless just poem for a week sometimes, just working on a rhyme, and then I'll go through my catalog of beats and I'll pull it apart and pull a hook where I want it. And so yeah, right now I'm in the writing phase. I'm trying to give people more emotional music, but I have a new drop coming out this month, and that's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be I'm getting what I was doing. I used to write just by saying the shit. So I would get in my garage and pace back and forth, and I'd be like, Anybody really want to, okay. Anybody really want to get it? I can never get enough, so I got to get seconds. Okay. Anybody really want to get it? I can never get enough, so I got to get, and I would just do it over and over and repeat it and continuously figure it out in my head. And I would have this finished, like, saying something I'm just saying over and over and over and over and over again, right? And it's like 32 bars or more, and it would just be rapper shit. There's no meaning behind it because I'm not writing it out. You know what I mean? So, like, this new shit that's coming out is kind of getting that out of my system. Like, all right, this is the last rapper shit I want to do for the year. I want to give people real music that we can connect with.
Relatable music.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, more anthem style shit.
Yeah.
That's what I want to focus on this year.
I was just watching this interview with A-Boogie with the Hoodie, and he was talking about how his music always relates to himself. And he was talking about how when he's releasing music, because he's signed to a label now, he might write something that's years old, and it related at that point. But by the time it can come out, it doesn't really hit as strong anymore.
Yeah.
When you make something, do you already have an idea of when it's going to be coming out?
That's what I'm trying to focus on this year. Is I want to do that. I've tossed out all my old material. I've tossed out. Like I want to, and it sucks because I haven't dropped. Impulse dropped in 2018. So like the past 2 years of material, I've kind of just chucked. I said,
so you're
fuck
on the
it.
clock now.
Yeah. I want to establish my time. I want to be in there at that time. I want to have this done then. Like I'm trying to keep a good schedule this year. Good organized energy for the whole year. You know what I mean? So yeah, I decided that I want to pick my beat or write my song and then get my beat. And I want to construct it, put it out, construct it, put it out, construct it, put it out. Simultaneously working on the second album for next year's drop.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're really planning ahead now.
Yeah, and I'm really staying up way too late every fucking night working on goddamn raps.
I'm not working on raps, but I'm working on everything else.
Hey, that's good though. I mean, that's how you get it, bro. Like, you hear all these rappers like talking about like no sleep and shit. I don't get tired. I got 6 jobs. Like, that's a real thing, bro. Not sleeping when you're trying to follow a dream that's beyond like just a 9 to 5. That's a real thing. Not sleeping, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm learning that.
It's not even just staying up late necessarily. It's like you could go to sleep at early time, but then all of a sudden you're up at like 4 a.m. because you got a job or something, or you gotta, like, for your instance, like you could have to be up to be in the studio at a certain time really early in the morning.
Right.
Say you're working with someone from LA and they come down, they're on a different time schedule and stuff like that. It's gonna switch you up too.
Yeah.
So it's rough. So go ahead.
No, you're good, Mo.
You're talking about how you're so, passionate. You're setting times and everything like that to put it all out. What really drives you to make the music, to work in the hip hop industry, to create rap?
What drives me to want to make hip hop? Well, at this point, I think I've been so fucking overly passionate about it for this long. My kids have seen it in the past 5 years, 5-6 years. My kids have seen that in me. So at this point, it's almost there's a good chunk of it that's like, yo, I can't even let my kids see me give up on this thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think what really drives me is just the hip hop itself. I think that keeping a good, I really care about lyric and craft of the whole thing. You know what I mean? I really think that a poet should be heard. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think that's kind of honestly the whole only reason I want to do it is I want to keep some cool music continuous. You know what I mean? I don't know about like world touring and shit. That's not really my end game. That's not my shit. That's not really what I want to do. Like if I want to give music out to the world and shit, and I want to put my 2 cents in. But I think what drives me to do hip hop the most is just my need to be heard. You know what I mean? Like my own just selfishness. Like I just feel like it's not even selfishness exactly. It's I can't remember what artist said, Absol or maybe Kendrick or maybe a few have said it, but every artist just wants to be seen. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say there's a layer to that to all artists. Like,
yeah.
It's just you're making something. You don't want to just keep it in a box forever.
Mm-hmm. And I can't stop making it. That's something I can't explain to you. I can't stop it. I gotta write things down. I gotta bob my head. I gotta hit them with the flow every now. I just can't stop. I don't know what it is. So yeah, I think the right songs can pull a lot of people out of some bad places too. So I think that's important to have too.
I mean, like R.I.P. Juice WRLD and XXX Tentacion, like their audience was a lot of really young kids, and just like yourself when you're young and you're, going through it, judging yourself. You feel like other people are judging you. There's these people or these records that you can turn on and just like make you feel better. You know what I mean? Like people would be able to turn into Juice and play Lucid Dreams and somehow relate to it or something like that. So same way for you. There's some listener out there who's like, gotta turn on Rotten Steve right now and pause and listen to, Impulse or
he's pause. Oh shit, you were bringing it back. I didn't know what you were talking about for a second, bro. Yeah, dude, it was really cool is actually, and it doesn't happen a lot. So when it does happen, it's kind of like a big motivation for me. But I got a message the other day from a kid, and we haven't talked since fucking high school, a long time. He sent me a message. And he's like, "Yo, this song is like, it means a lot. Like, thank you for putting it out. Like, you've inspired me to like follow the things that I want to do." And I'm like, that's pretty fucking cool. I feel like that's a good reason to keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? If I got one dude or person or girl, whatever, I got one person trying to fucking that my music helped or like inspired to do anything with, like, that's enough reason for me, bro. That's enough, period.
Yeah. I was digging through like your comment section on some video. Honestly, I can't remember which video it was, but the picture was like a collage. It was like maybe you and your kids and your girl or something like that. And someone commented in that. And they were like, "Oh, I can relate to this so much. It takes me back to like my, I don't know what they said, family, childhood, something like that."
Yeah,
like,
probably
wow,
was the song
cool.
Collage.
Oh,
yeah, no, you're good. That's
Word?
when I just put up the lyric video. That's when it was my girlfriend. She just put up the lyric video for Collage, like last week or something. We feel like the lyric videos are super necessary, so because my flow's kind of heavy sometimes. I feel like and meticulous as fuck. So we thought the lyric videos would help people to actually fucking understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that really meant a lot to me. It was something I really wanted to affect people with. Probes is another one of the songs I really wanted to affect people with. So to see that it's reciprocated that way, it's fucking dope. Like
that. What was the whole? How'd that derive?
Fuck, man. Apollo showed me one of his awesome ass beats, and that was one of the songs off Impulse that I actually wrote to the beat. Like I had my beat first and then wrote. And I don't know, something about the piano tone in it or something. I'm not sure what specifically, but when I heard that song, I don't know. I thought it should be done right. Like there should be there's good of a song. So I was like, let's put some hip hop shit in it. And I started off. I just wanted to put some hip hop and shit into it. The end of the second verse is actually when the theme of the song comes into play because. The whole first part of it is maniacal. I arrive in flows like a tidal boat to the top my wave, make Poseidon choke. So the cider pull, weighing out my drink, seem a little too potent. Bitches, they notice. Idiots go with it, and it goes against what I told myself I'd represent. But oh well, bro, YOLO, fuck it. But that first 8, right? It's rapper shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and I think somewhere at the end of it, somewhere in the middle of that verse, it just was like, I don't want to talk about this. And I finished the verse by saying, I don't know if it's, it's like, fuck. I can't remember it's always from the very beginning.
2018, you said?
Yeah, well, it's always I can remember all my verses. Every verse I've ever fucking recorded, I can remember everything. It's always from the first word, though. So it's like maniacal, like arriving flows, like a tidal boat at the top. I can tell you all the way to the end. But like middle to the end, it fucks with me. But yeah, I didn't switch up. I didn't really grasp the theme until like the end of that first verse, and then I put the hook in. Wish I had a collage of every memory to look back on, give away because it takes more to take, and it's gone when I'm gone. I just felt like that hit heavy. So that second verse, I was like, let's make it really heavy. Talk about my family and talk about why I would want a collage. You know what I'm saying? So. The second verse was pretty cool. The second verse, I was really proud of that verse. That song specifically, I was really, really proud of that one. I felt like I touched everything I could with me in it, So it was cool. It was very, very personal song.
Yeah. So. I feel like to me, that's what, I always go back to when I was listening to like Kid Cudi in high school. And I'm like, this is it. Like, this is what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it'd be in the room and it'll be dark and you got some shit playing and you're just like, Mom, that's it. This is it.
Yeah, see, that's what I want to do. I want to make music that people are, you know what I mean, that can really pull from it, man.
That's the only way. Because you got to think everyone can relate somehow.
Yeah.
But if you're just real, that's how you can pull them in.
And I feel like everybody's rapping too. So like, if I'm just gonna put out some rapper shit, like you're not really doing anything different at all. You know what I mean? And I feel like if you focus too hard on the question, well, how can I be different? It's gonna make you ingenuine. You know what I mean? So how can the only thing you really can do? My bad, bro. I keep shaking.
That's good,
The only thing you really can do is put out like 100% of what's just you, and just I mean, at the very last verses, I pent up all my anger in a one-man mosh pit and pitching at an audience with fingers crossed. That's all you can do is you could be yourself, put it out there, just hope. You know what I mean?
Damn.
So that's what I'm doing with music right now.
You're talking a little about like different rap that's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about hip hop in 2020?
Dude, bars are coming back. I'm super excited, actually. Bars are totally coming back.
Yeah, I hear that.
Bars are coming back, bro.
Uh-huh.
At least from what I'm seeing. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I mean, even that new song with fucking Denzel is fucking Don. First of all, Denzel Curry, dude, that kid is fucking tight. Like that's the biggest nerd in hip hop right now. He's fucking fire, bro.
Yeah.
Like he
really is a nerd.
Dope
He really
shit.
Is.
And so he did that song with Smoke Perp, and that's the genre. That's Smoke Perp from what I thought, was the type of genre that I was kind of away from. You know what I mean? Just because that's that hype shit, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a hip hop head right now. Kind of always have been. So like, so when I see Denzel Curry and Smoke Perp, I'm like, all right, what the fuck is this? And I heard the song, and that's some rapper shit, but it goes really fucking hard. Like it's a give and take, man. Some of it's good, some of it's bad. It is what it is. I'm fucking with new music right now. That's all I'm listening to. It's constantly newer stuff.
Like, have you heard of D Smoke?
Yeah, that dude who won the thing. I don't know if he won the thing, but
he won.
No, he won it.
He did win.
Yeah,
he did win that first season. See,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I didn't watch the show all the way through, but
That man was set to win.
dude, I heard his music after. He just dropped a new music video like a few days ago or something,
Yeah, he put
like
out
last
an
week.
album out last week.
Dude, it's good. He's really good from what I've heard so far, bro. He's really good. I'm definitely liking it.
Where do you put yourself in hip hop? Like, what genre would you classify yourself as? Or
See,
like,
I fucking struggle with that question like myself. I struggle with that as I have I have some music that it's really is just me like trying to knock you out of your fucking boots with my rap. You know what I mean? Like, I just like if you listen to Discipline, like that's just a fucking rapper. That's all that is rapper shit, and it's fast as fuck, and it's ugly, it's raw, just rap, And then you go to Probes or Collage, and it's like super sentimental. You know what I mean? And it's kind of got an anthem-y sound to it. So, like I'm struggling finding that niche right now. I really don't think I can put myself in a genre at the moment. It's just hip hop is where I'm at right now.
where do you like? If you could say
Where I'd like to be,
5,
like
10 years, yeah, like who
Rhyme
would you
Sayers.
put yourself with?
Rhyme Sayers. That's who I would want to work with. People like Prof. That dude is fucking creative as fuck. Have you ever heard of Prof?
No, you're gonna have
Dude.
to drop some knowledge on me right now.
Dude,
'cause,
Prof Lightwork is fucking dude. Anything by Prof is fucking great. He's on Rhyme Sayers. He's probably one of the bigger artists right now. But he's fucking killing the game. I would like to rhyme with Rhyme Sayers. I would like to be in that clique because all of them are dope AMCs with a funky ass sound. They Rhyme Sayers is fucking dope. Prof Prof. No. By Casanova. That's the first song I heard by him with Casanova.
Oh, Casanova?
Casanova.
Like New York Casanova?
No, Casanova.
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 Oh, okay. I lost me there. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he's
I'll check it out.
He's not with Rhyme Sayers, but Prof is fucking fire. I would picture myself with them, man, because I feel like they all care about lyricism. You know what I mean? And they're all dope MCs, and that's all I'm trying to get around right now, are people who are like lyrically inclined. That's the only artist I really want to work with right now, because the next project, as emotional as I want to make it, I also want it to be very, very. I'm very particular, and I really want somebody who understands that vision. People that understand that vision with me. Like I want it to be over the top tedious with your lyricism. That's how I am right now.
People have to go bar for bar with you, or you're not gonna like put them on a song or something.
Not necessarily. But I want them to be able to articulate a bar. Yeah, like I want them to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like I don't really care about the bar for thing with me unless like my boy, he's a rascal. Me and him are doing a song together, and he's a local cat out here. He's a rascal. Big shout out to Ivan, bro. He's a really, really dope lyricist with a really, really crazy, unique sound. He doesn't sound like anybody else I've heard out here. So when you first hear him, it's kind of like a take back, like, what the fuck is this? But if you're listening to the cat and what he's writing, what he's saying, and how he's rhyming, man, he's fucking got it. You know what I mean? The kid has fucking got it. So I'm excited to work with him because I know that the guy can articulate. His voice and mine, I don't know how we're going to sound together, you know? But I know that he gets it on a lyricist level. You know what I mean? So that's what I care about. I want some boys around me that know how to fucking rap. Like, that's all, you know?
Yeah, for sure. What's your, like, big plan? Earlier we talked about how, like, you don't really see yourself doing a world tour and stuff like that. What's the big goal?
Big goal is Pinellas, Pasco, and Hillsboro all know who the fuck Rotten Steve is. I do some shows out here every fucking weekend for the rest of my fucking life until I turn into a pile of dirt. And at some point, I want to own a big ass school bus that literally opens up and folds down into a portable stage and drive it out to different downtown areas and have it licensed, you know, for BMI, and people who are struggling to get their music out and have put it out for distro and shit like that can come to my performance or come to my venue and get paid to perform their songs that they put a lot of effort into. Like, I just want to show support and that people can believe in you later on in life.
Because everybody put people on, really.
Huh?
You want to put people on, like you want to be like.
I want people to have the opportunity to show their music to other people. Yeah, that's what my end game is. Yeah, my end game is to fucking get it to where other people can do what I will always wanted. You know what I mean?
Does that come from anywhere? Like, do you feel like you've been waiting for someone to put you on, or do you feel like, where does that come from? Wanted to be that guy.
I think it comes from one guy specifically. Actually, to be honest. Bobby Sessions, shout out to Bobby. Bobby Sessions has been the guy who has, like, pushed me to, you know what, actually, can we back up a few questions to how all this started? Let me talk about Bobby Sessions, bro, because Bobby Sessions was one of the first cats who ever heard my poetry and was like, you need to do something with this. He was like a couple years older than me. He is a few years older than me. He's like 30 now, but he fucking has always pushed me. He's like, yo, you have something here. You need to do something with this hip hop. You need to make this music. Like, you have got something really cool, special here. Do it, push it. I actually had Impulse completed and finished for like a year, almost an entire year. And Bobby Sessions is like, yo, dude, fuck you. Here's $150. Go distro your fucking shit. He put it all on. He paid for all of that music to be out in front of everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, he actually did that out of pocket. It kind of like muscled me into following my dreams.
Wow.
So I think I think Bobby actually is the reason of that. I want to believe in the people around me the way Bobby believed in me, dude, because it made me feel like I could fucking conquer the world. And ever since then, bro, I've been conquering the world. Like, even if hip-hop all fails tomorrow, I still conquered the fucking world. Like, I got the best family I could ever ask for. I got a decent job. Like, I know no matter what happens with hip-hop, I'm going to be okay as a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, but to see that, like, Bobby all the way back then and to this day still just, like, pushes me and drives me and says that I could do something great. Like, I want people to feel like how that makes me feel. You know what I mean?
Is Bobby the guy with the really long hair in your videos?
Bobby Sessions is the dude with the long hair in the video. Okay. Yeah, Discipline. Yeah.
Okay, I've seen him.
Yeah, there he goes. There he goes. He wasn't in that video. That's Josh. He's actually the guy who made the video. Shout out to Josh 𝐂𝐏𝐘𝐑𝐈𝆆𝐇𝐓, because he actually shot both of the videos I got up on YouTube, and I feel like he did a really fucking good job, especially with Discipline, because we had no fucking plan. I didn't even shower after work yet. He had just gotten to my house. I pulled up as he pulled up to my house, and he's like, "Hey, let's shoot this music video for you." And we spent an hour just walking around my house. We set up a fog machine. My kids were in the fucking video. Like, it was literally a mess. There was no plan. There was no fucking anything.
Wow.
And he sent me a video the next week, and it was Discipline. And I thought it fucking came out great, dude.
Discipline's the video where the intro
smacked.
was you on the car.
Yeah.
God, I wish you like landed a hard flip or something.
Oh no, see that was I think
I was like, why?
Bro, I thought that was funny. Like I think like people are expecting me to land something cool
I was
right there.
watching. I even went back. I'm like, wait, what just happened?
He didn't land shit. Just fucked up and then walks inside anyways. It was after like the third or fourth try because I was just gonna ollie or something and then go inside, you know.
And you're like, fuck it.
Yeah, after like the third try, I'm like, no, this is stupid. It'd be funnier if I didn't land it anyways, and then walked inside. Because I mean, I used to skate real heavy, and I'm finally succumbing to the old man in me. I don't got it the way I used to anymore. You know what I mean? I'm constantly working in with the kids, and now I'm fucking focusing on other shit. But
yeah,
yes.
skating's hard. I skate vert only. I don't skate
really?
street at all.
Hell yeah.
It's like, I don't want to land on concrete. That hurts. I don't want to land on a bar. That hurts.
Yeah,
if you
I've always
skate
been
vert,
sketched out by
I
them.
just skate like the wooden vert, like, you know?
Yeah.
And if I fall, I'm just gonna slide on it. No big deal.
That's dope. You're still
But-
keeping on it, man. See, I'm a every 6 monther now. Like I'm to the point where like today my girlfriend fucking tried me. So she said she could beat me in tennis. So I brought my skateboard up with us to the tennis court this morning, and we played like fucking 5 games of tennis, and I just kept like skating in between the games and shit. And I almost landed my hard flip still. I still got a kind of decent tray flip. But past that, bro, I've lost it all. It's
hard.
so bad.
It's not
bro.
like riding a bike where you
No.
can just keep going.
No, it's really not. You got some muscle memory, but really not.
Yeah.
I think
for sure.
mostly it's like the head that fucks with you. Like I just don't have the confidence like I used to. I don't know.
Yeah, because when you fall a lot, you're like, whatever, it's just a
Yeah.
fall. But then you haven't fallen for, let's say, a year or something like that.
3 or 4 shit, you know.
It's over. You're like, no, I'm not trying to. And then as you get older, you're like, might break my arm.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm not trying to do that. Oh, man. Here's one of my big questions, and I kind of always want to ask, especially white rappers, this, and myself as a white guy in the hip-hop industry, right, is do you feel like as a white rapper that you're held to a different standard? And if so, what is it? And, you know, what do you think about that all?
Do I feel as a white rapper that I'm held to a different standard? I don't know. It's kind of hard to say because for me personally, I hold a standard for all hip hop, for whoever. You know what I mean? I really hold that standard for. Do I think? Can you repeat that one more time?
Do you feel like as a white rapper that you're held to a different standard in hip hop? So if I had to like extrapolate on that, it's like for me, I always feel like I have to do things for the black culture, for the black community, especially if I'm going to be involved in hip hop, because it didn't start with white people. It's not our culture really to begin with. Of course, nowadays you're kind of born into it, just like, you know, your pops could be playing Tupac and that's all you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But so like we're even going to be starting a segment soon where we'll just be talking about different black entrepreneurs, artists, business owners, things like that, or even just really important people, Malcolm X or something like that, you know, and just have like an open conversation, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like as, like I said, me being a white guy in the hip hop world, I have to give back to help uphold the culture and not ever try to vulture it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So in that sense, I mean, do you feel, like I said, that you're held to a different standard, or do you feel like what do you do to give back?
Well, this is the whole thing. With as far as from my perspective, I don't. The only way I could see like myself as like vulturing is if I were to take it and try to. I can't really describe it. Desecrate it in a way. So I feel like I hold myself to a high enough standard to already be trying to make rap music as who I am, you know what I mean? Just a fucking ugly poor white kid and shit, you know? So I hold myself to a certain standard that I hope that anybody, especially somebody who feels like it's their house, you know what I mean? Could be like, yo, this kid's doing it the right way. You know, so I don't really know if other people hold me to that standard. I don't know if other people really take me seriously in that sense yet as an artist. You know what I mean? So that's kind of a hard question for me to answer. I hold myself in a high standard. I feel like hip hop I hold in a really, really high standard. I feel like I want to do it justice. When I every time I approach a beat, I have to do it justice. I can't let it be awful shit. I can't let it be leeching shit. I can't sit here and talk about something that I can't really do or don't really do.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the rest of the world holds me up to that to a standard that I should accommodate to, you know. I try to do my best to put out a quality work that doesn't pull from other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to bite off people and shit. Like that's a hard question. Damn, that's a good question, dude.
I feel like it's important. You know,
is important.
Just because, like I said, we're not straight from the culture. When I
Right.
was a kid, my mom was playing country music.
Right.
It took until I was sometime in middle school before someone put me on to rap.
Right.
And then I had this whole new appreciation for it. And as the years have gone by, especially now as I'm getting older, I think, you know, just different things about it. How can I give back? What can I do? You know what I mean?
Right. So shit, man. If anything, what can I do? Like, help me out. Because me, man, I'm so stuck in my own head. Like, the only thing I do is put out the music. You know what I mean? Or try to create the music, try to create the product.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, the community I'm still trying to get my toes into and get involved with as far as hip-hop goes.
Well, I think a part of, like, what you were saying was the big goal of having the bus turning into a stage. If you just get some, you know, if you find a young black rapper, put him on as well, which I would imagine you would anyway.
Right.
But that's a way to give back. Or spending your money on black-owned businesses is a way to give back. You know what I mean? Putting features on that are also African Americans and stuff like that. So there's a lot you can do. It's just being conscious of taking those steps to give back in a really objective way. You know what I mean?
Shit, if anything, dude, you're putting me on. I never really think about. I honestly, I mean, I don't mean to sound ignorant or anything, but it's not like something I really think about a lot. So that is something I should think about. Actually, that's probably
ignorance is bliss. So I mean,
I mean,
but it's nice to hear that you're saying, you know, like, you hold yourself in general to a high standard in hip hop. That you wanted to make music that's quality, regardless.
Yeah.
You know? So I find that really important. I find that really important.
I want to give back to hip hop, man. You know, it's hard for me to. It's not hard, rather it's odd for me to like say like I want to give back to like a certain community. The only community I want to give to is my kids, my children, and hip hop. That's it. Or my girl, my children, and hip hop. My family and hip hop. That's the only community. And you know, like, I've been meeting a bunch of people of all sorts of races that like have embraced me over this hip hop shit lately, you know. So like that's really cool to see, like, everybody that I'm coming in contact with, you know, is accepting it and, you know, saying it's something that I should continue to do. So
Preach.
I mean, I don't know.
No, that's good.
That's a hard question, man. That was good shit.
Yeah,
Holy
we'll be
damn.
asking it more too. Oh, you got a couple of people coming on soon. Tell me about. We were talking off air about a show you did recently. What's your favorite show experience, and what was it like?
Orpheum was my only. The Orpheum was my only like live venue that wasn't like an open mic night thing, right? And I did that in January 10th. I did that, and that was my first open venue, real shit that I was actually supposed to be there and perform and stuff for. And it was a fucking awful experience, bro.
Oh, really?
Well, okay. Well,
I didn't expect you to say that at all.
I know, but the show part of it was a fucking awful experience for me. Everything prior and everything after was fucking great, but while I was on stage, it was fucking horrendous, man. There was no sound checks for the place at all, so we didn't do any sound checks. There was no metronome in my ear, and it was very fucking distorted, and we didn't do backtracks and stuff, which is fine. I'm a hip-hop head. I don't care about your backtracks. I like to rap over a beat. That's fine.
Okay.
But And it wasn't even the people that were there because there was nobody there. Really, there was not a whole lot of people there. And then right before I came on, it got flooded a little bit, and I got up there and first song went great. Second song went great. I'm feeling it. I can't see anybody because, I had never really been in a situation like that. So I'm just staring at my girlfriend for the first two songs. I'm just staring at her. She's like the only real person I can make out in the crowd. She's right there, and I'm just da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right? And the third song came on, and it was my Hydro Pump song. And Hydro Pump, you listened to the album, so Hydro Pump is actually a Pokemon song. There's 40-something, 42 or 47 different Pokemon I named in the song. So the third song comes on, the beat starts playing. I'm like, this is a song about Pokemon. If you fuck with it, this is for you, And I started my verse, and I fucked up my second verse. Okay. Right at the end, I fucked up the second verse, man. I completely almost dropped it. It was really bad. It was literally the only last bar or so, and I completely dropped it. So that right there fucked with me so bad because the whole time prior, I'm thinking, holy shit, all these people are pulling up. And they paid $10 to come here and see me. And it's like, I get paid $13 an hour, and they paid $10 to see me for fucking 5 minutes. The math on that, holy shit. I got to do something right for these people. So that's what was fucking with my nerves is I want to do something right for these people, And when I got up there, I fucked up my third verse. The DJ almost cut the beat off. And I was like, no, keep it going, you know what I'm saying? And I ran through my second verse and fucking smashed it. Did the fourth song, fucking smashed it. But as soon as I got off stage, I got off stage and I hopped into the crowd and I literally apologized to everybody that came for me that night. Really? Walked up to me to say hi, and I literally every person I dapped up, I said, "Hey, thank you for coming out. Da 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 da. I'm really sorry about that third song." I literally apologized to every single person that came for me that night.
Wow.
And
why'd you feel the need to apologize?
Because
people fuck up on shows.
I know, but have you ever heard of MC Chris? I like candy, bubblegum and taffy. Da, 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 da. It's fucking. He's the rapper who did a lot of shit for Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Hunger Force. Okay. MC Chris. He's the rapper you heard on him. He's the candy rapper. Okay. Fucking that MC Chris. He was doing a fucking show one time, bro, and he had this whole fucking place sold out. Right. Everybody pulled up, and he fucking fucked up his song, and he started the entire set over. He's like, you guys deserve better than that.
How deep was he into the set?
I'm not sure exactly. I wasn't there at the show. This is all legend. This is all legend. But that's what all I could think about is like, dude, these people came out and they deserve a good show. Like, I really wanted to start the whole thing over, at least that song.
Yeah.
But it's like all these people came out and they deserve a good show. So like, I got to give that to them. That's what they came out for that. So. That's why when I got done, man, I apologized to every single person. Literally, people were telling me, dude, stop apologizing. Stop apologizing. Stop.
I can imagine.
And I'm like, dude, I just can't help it. That's the kind of guy I am. Like, you guys paid for something. I said it would be good. It's going to be good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I'm really glad the fourth song I did actually was There He Goes. There he goes again. You couldn't find one bar that his soul was in. I did that for the fourth song. And killed it, knocked it out of the park. It was actually really cool.
Okay.
Then we mobbed through Ybor for like 2 hours.
So you brought it all back, though.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah, but it's a fucking awful experience. The best live experience I've had so far has been at an open mic.
Yeah?
Yeah, just fucking kicking it, man.
Is it just more relaxed? What about it?
I think, to be honest, it's probably just the fact that my real close homies show up to the open mics all the time. Okay. So, you know what I mean? I'm in that comfort zone already.
So that tells me you got to have these guys with you all the time.
Well,
get a group of homies that'll come with you.
Well, because when they're there and we're at the open mic things, that's all off the top stuff. I'm not going to go to an open mic and perform songs of my own unless there's like nobody there that I know. But if they're like my friends are there who like know me as a rapper and a hip hop artist, I'm not gonna come up there and spit some pre-written stuff for you guys. We're gonna have some fun. We're either gonna look stupid in front of people or we're gonna have a fucking good time and we're gonna kill it. You know what I mean? So when I usually do open mics, dude, it's always off the top, always off the top of the head rhymes. So like. I just think I have more fun in that type of environment when I don't feel like I have to, you know what I mean, perform a certain way. You know what I mean? I really like the what's that word? I always forget this word. It's We have to think of stuff on the fly.
You improvise?
Yes, improvs. Yes, yeah, I like those situations better. You know what I'm saying? As far as like hip hop goes.
So if we put a beat on right now, you just go?
Yeah, we'll rap.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
we'll always rap. It may not be great, but we'll always rap. I'll
Really?
never say no to
Hey,
rapping.
can you do the Pokemon song?
Yeah.
I kind of want to know. You don't have to do the whole song. Just do a little bit
The verses?
or something. Just
All
give
right.
I just want to see how many Pokemon you name.
All right, so you fuck with Pokemon?
Yeah. That's what
I'm
I'm kind
balls
of
deep in
I'm-
Pokemon.
All right.
No.
I'll do the second. The second verse has the most solid references. So it's like, where the hell are all my pens? Somebody send a quill. And if I'm a watchman, what I told her dial, told her get with it, chick or Rita, piole of dick so big it would take a while. If you are the doo-doo, I'd be the poop scoop. Everyone's the shit, we don't really give a hoot. Speaking of twos, do duos in the coop. Do duos in the coop. If you dig, let's get up in the whip and zoom. Cha, hit you with the sonic boom. Boom. Poor E gone. Many knew all the moves. Easy does it when I slide in so smooth like a pin, sir. Yup, they get quiet in the room. You could hear it drop, or you would if not. For my ride on every beat, I'm a king, learn your spot. You're a snake backwards. Ekans, right? And your whole team rock it. All cap words like a piss nerd blogging. Cool rap verse, but they still don't see the content. I have just been pulling monsters out the pocket. Pocket monsters back in Japan, right? Bitch, I spit a loogie, gross dude, stop it. And if you are a hoe, oh, please hop off this. Legendary shit, I could probably mute you. So when I shoot, better zigzag goon. Got a big bag too with that Tampa Bay leaf. A chief, on my Pokemon are over level 80. And that's the second verse.
Oh, fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's tight, right?
That's crazy.
Bro.
That was so over my head.
It's
I was
just
like,
dad puns,
Because there's
bro.
some of them where you're
Dang.
like, you're saying it, but you're twisting the word.
Yeah.
around.
I'm never
And I'm
saying
like, wait
it.
a second.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's literally just the
nah.
word twist. That's the whole
Nah, you're
purpose of
onto
that
something.
song.
You're
That
on-
whole purpose of that song was like, I don't want to say like.
That was deep.
Liking anything.
It wasn't just like regular. It was just like it was kind of deep. Like you
Yeah.
went, yeah.
Well, that's my whole thing is that I did not want that song to be like, I didn't want anybody to be like, oh, he's saying Pokemon names. I didn't want anybody to think that. I wanted it to sound like a regular ass rap song. Like nobody, it was like, okay, whatever the fuck he's talking about. I wanted people to go, that guy just rapped about nothing the whole time.
No.
That's what I wanted people to say. I wanted it to sound like a regular ass rap song with just Pokemon names. So like,
It was kinda
like dad
crazy.
puns. That first one's really what got me. Like that, where the hell are all my pens? Somebody send a quill.
I
like-
heard that. I was like, wait a second. That's one.
Yeah.
and
it's
it
a-
makes sense. It's kind of like a double entendre. Like
Yeah, exactly. And I wanted that every because there's only one time in that song where I say a Pokemon's name directly. It's at the end of the second verse. I said, "I guarantee a dose of this, a Gyarados could emit." That's a Gyarados is the only time I directly mention a Pokemon. Like you're supposed to know it's a Pokemon. Every other one is better. Like better. So when I shoot, better zigzag goon,
Yeah.
zigzagoon. Like I wanted it to be. I wanted it.
you tied it together.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
like I looked
It
at
was-
these other
It was
Pokemon
clever.
raps.
It was clever.
Thank
That must
you.
have been a bitch
Yeah.
to figure that
I was like,
out.
wait
Oh
a
my
second.
God,
I'm like, damn, he's saying a lot of fucking Pokemon
Bro,
right now.
how about okay? So the
Damn.
the second verse, I start out with the first 3 starters of the second gen, right? That's how the second verse goes: Cyndaquil, Totodile, Chikorita, right? But so me and Rascal, not to give out too much information and shit, but me and Rascal are actually working on the second version of that song. Like instead of Hydro Pump, it's gonna be something else, and it's gonna be to a different beat, but that's actually from Pokemon, right? And
oh wow.
we're using Lavender Town, bro.
Oh really?
Yeah, we made a beat out of Lavender Town. But so
Wow.
we're doing the same thing. But that's why this is what I'm talking about. This is actually a really important part of what I was talking about with the other MCs in the area. I need somebody who understands what I'm trying to do with these lyricism. And I feel like if I were to just give it to anybody else and say, hey man, I want to make a Pokemon song with you, let's make a Pokemon
They
song.
wouldn't take
here's
it
the
as
beat.
like deep.
They would say like, okay, like I spit fire like a Charmander or something, like, or something,
Yeah.
something like a Charizard. And it's, I don't want you to say a Pokemon name directly at all. So like the next fucking Pokemon song we're working on is like, it starts like, in the muddy water gallows, get the pharaoh, gator, gon' grip the barrel, then he tie flows in 8, way too narrow. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. You'd be killer at writing a subliminal diss song.
That
or
shit
something.
was subliminal.
well, that's like what it is. I want every fucking Pokemon name to be subliminal. Every single one. I do not want you to say like a Pokemon name Like a insert Pokemon name anywhere. Don't do that.
Yeah,
You know what I
kinda
mean?
Whack, yeah.
Like I even used Ash Ketchum's name in the first fucking Pokemon song, but I didn't do it like Ash Ketchum. I used better catch 'em when the ash burns, spitting my shit backwards. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah. Catch 'em when the ash burns, spitting
I heard
my.
the bar, but I never got that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Or like Surge, like Lieutenant. I'm magnetic to the better words.
Bro, you're gonna be on Genius soon, bro.
That's
This is
that'd
what-
be dope.
Let's
This
just
is
do
what
it. Let's just make it.
We'll just make the Genius interview here.
No, fucking hey, I'm with it. I mean, that's like
We'll send it in.
my buddy tried to tell me to do that actually. He said,
Bro, that shit was fucking deep. You
he said he wants me to do that. He wants me to break down he said he wants me to go through every song in Impulse, film myself talking about each song for like 20 minutes, breaking it down, and then have somebody edit the videos for me and shit. And he's like, and have it written out like a Genius video when you do it.
yeah.
I was thinking about it. I really want to do it with that Hydro Pump song because, like I said, I was doing the lyric videos for the whole album.
Yeah.
Hydro Pump is close to the end. It was close to the bottom of the album because I felt like Impulse is called Impulse because my last name is Pulsifer. So I'm Pulse Impulse. That's my album name, right? But also because I feel like this is my first collective of work that I decided to put together. Me and Apollo had a couple more songs prepared for the project, you know, but I felt like that was what we had good, and this is what we were going to put out. Fuck it. There was no direction as a whole for the album at all. There was no real direction. It was just different songs, and it all touched different genres a little bit, I think, as far as hip-hop goes. But, so Hydro Pump's going to be towards the end, because we're kind of doing it by order, our lyric videos. But with Hydro Pump, we want to do a very, very professional, clean-looking, unique lyric video.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually planning on paying $200 to $300 in promotion just to get in front of people, because I feel like my Pokemon people will get me with that one. You know what I mean?
There's a
Bro,
lot
you would
of
be you'd be fucking everywhere with that fucking Pokemon song.
I
The
bro.
really
new
like that
expansion
one.
packs are coming out soon.
Bro,
Pokemon Sword and
You're gonna be in,
Yeah.
you're gonna be in a Nintendo commercial with a fucking Switch and
Yeah, I'm
everything.
fucking with it. Let's
You're
do
gonna
it.
be on it, bro.
and
fucking-
veneers.
And veneers one day.
Bro, they get
One day, bro.
That's it. That's the
you're,
come up.
you're gonna
Yeah.
get you're gonna get like a sponsorship from like some dentist place. It'll be
Oh,
like,
God.
Pokemon
Yeah.
song. It's like kids,
They gotta help me,
bars,
That is good,
everything,
'cause
bro.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't hear any like explicit language in it.
No, it was like
Not-
it
At
wasn't,
least I didn't.
bro.
catch
Except
it.
maybe like, except for the Chikorita bar.
Oh,
That one's
but it
kinda
wasn't that
ass.
bad. You could just
I-
make a clean version.
Yeah, like eat a piola of I don't know, man. I mean, I had it in my head.
Shit-a-rita.
Shittery. No, because in the bar it's like good. I told her get with it, chick, or eat a piole of dick so big it would take a while. So there's a couple of little, but I could probably fucking fix that.
But it's just like it's over your head, so you don't know.
Yeah.
you don't know.
Yeah, I really fuck with that Pokemon song, man.
Yeah,
That's
hard.
that's kind
I
of what
never
I'm
heard
talking
anything
about.
like it.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Thank you. That's
Everybody
what
would be
fucks up.
doing some like
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I looked at these other Pokemon rap songs that are up, bro. Because now that I'm planning on putting a second Pokemon song out, I looked at the other songs, bro, and it's all like that. It's all like, I'm this like a this, I'm this like a this, and they're using like the names of like.
It's like they're doing
effects.
flashcards or some shit. Like,
Yeah,
it
you know
doesn't
what I
sound
mean?
real.
Yeah, that's like my favorite fucking verse in that Pokemon song, dude, is char mandarin like I'm cooking up a cat. So like, cause like you char like Mandarin style. So you char mandarin like I'm cooking up a cat. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but it's also Charmander.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the shit that I'm trying to get on with this new. Like, there's gonna be songs that are gonna be like that for my nerds. You know what I mean? For my fucking geeks. I got this fucking. There's some music that I'm putting out this year. They're gonna be like promotional singles, because we're jacking some fucking beats, right? So we're just gonna use it for like for promotional shit, and we're not
Just
gonna
put it out.
Yeah, not put it on distro or nothing. Just on YouTube, fucking nothing monetized. And
Bro, you're about to like. We're about to come back and just do like a freestyle or something. We gotta play a beat or something.
I'm fucking with it. We can rap and shit. I'm not a great freestyler. I don't get
No,
y'all
no,
get excited.
but you're just
I'll
gonna
rap some
You're just
shit.
gonna improvise. It's not. You talk about doing it all the time. You could do it right now. I heard you doing your bars right now. I was like, damn, this is. this is good. I was like,
Well, I'll listen. If you guys want, I'll do one off the top, and that'll be really bad, right? And then I'll give you guys one that's like a throwaway verse. You know what I mean? That's
yeah,
like
it don't matter
Alright.
anything.
Let's do it.
right,
we're
we're
gonna
gonna
go on a brief pause. We'll be right back.
oh shit.
All right, we're back.
Yo.
Rod and Steve about to freestyle for us right now.
Oh shit, they got me freestyle on a Tupac beat. It's alright. Alright. It's like, and they say the truth hurts. I'm about to show you how to really do work. Offbeat deceiving. You already know Stevie's here this evening. I can't find it. Goddamn, going like a hybrid. Hit your eyelids. Alright.
Drop bombs on them.
Drop bombs on 'em.
One of Clue's bombs for him. Rod and Steve. Freestyle here.
I do not like I'm Jamaican. Tube socks. I'm just playing. Bit obnoxious. But I got this. I really do. Promise. I get dumb. A little stupid.
Another beat for him.
I have fun.
All right, we're gonna switch it up.
Rod and Steve with Mix One Essentials.
See, I gotta hit this, so I can't hear myself. That's way better. I can't be hearing myself. I hear the backtracks fucking with me. Let me get off that. All right.
And on to this.
It's like lifestyle, I've gone wild. I do not care about you or your child. I'm not mild like sauce is. I'm a bitter one coming in a saucer. It's a Martian, damn, it's just Steve with the motherfucking bars. You know he's got breezy ass flows like the motherfucking wind. You don't wanna fuck with him when it comes to pens. I defend my title. Go too fast, never really got an idol. When it comes to flows, man, your shit's so trash. I despise you. I'm about to show you how to motherfucking type through a million bars. I've been hard. You can tell by my bloody ass scars. I depart far from earth. When it comes to flows, man, you've got no worth. And I deserve not a motherfucking thing. I don't need diamonds or rings. I just need my children to sing. As soon as I'm gone, man, they gonna need me. That's Stevie on the motherfucking beat. I just do my thing on 2 or 3 feet. I don't really fucking move, man. I gotta deceive. If I'm all up in the mud, man, you know I need weed like tree fur, man. You never see Steve hurt. I'ma be the one, keep it going like a revert. Hip hop, man, I never do stop this. I'ma keep on going till I get obnoxious. Yeah, buddy, that's the poison like toxin. I'm about to show you how them boys stay rockin'. All buddy off the top shit. You ain't really fucking with the kid, just stop it. Ugh. Yeah, buddy, them the bars.
Rod and Steve.
Yeah, buddy, in the car driving really
all off the top.
With my motherfucking homies. Fucking with the kid, no way.
You heard it here. Mix One Essentials.
It's off the top shit,
Rod
not
and
the fires.
Thank you for coming, my guy.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate
bro.
it.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. All right, we'll close this out here. Check out mix1essentials.com. Check out Rod and Steve. Where do they find you at?
Sorry about off the top, but thank you, Alright, and Steve, R-double-T. You can find the music on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, all that shit. It's right there.
Rod and Steve. Thank you so much. Mix1essentials.com for all the merch. Check out everything on YouTube. Subscribe and smash that notification button.
Hey.
This has been Mix One Essentials, second greatest podcast on the world.
Thank you.
We're out of here.